Damn, it's cold. What the hell happened? It's cold outside. Yesterday, it was like what? Almost 80 degrees? It was warm, it was nice. Today, it was like in the 40s. And I'm all like excited to go out. I made a video, right? All of a sudden, it was really cold, and then I saw how cold it was. And then I bundled up. And what happened? I was like, do I really want to go out in this cold? And then I laid down, all dressed up, ready to go out, and I fell asleep for a couple hours. Yeah. And I woke up and I was cold. And then I was like, oh, the heat lowered itself. I have to put the freaking heat on. I'm just amazed that the temperature changed so much in 24 hours. My God, what the hell happened? Anyway, despite the overwhelming coldness of it all, I'm still going out anyway. Just got to get my shit together, obviously. I have to get a Metro card. And then I'm going to decide what I'm going to do and how long I'm going to be out. Do I want to stay local? Or do I want to go to the mall? Just had lunch. So I'm good to go. I have some games that I purchased. That's another thing, guys. Usually, I bought a lot of games yesterday. And a lot of games today. And I'm buying, and I'm buying, and I'm buying, and I'm buying. And I'm like, you could put 10 games in a cart at a time. So I bought like 10 games, I cleared that. I bought 10 games, I cleared that. I bought 10 games. So after a while, it's like, right? And as I'm beating it, like, there was nothing that was catching my eye. And then slowly some games are being released, I guess, or whatever. So then I bought some games today. But I didn't buy like cheapy games today. I bought a little more expensive games today. I kind of spent like 28 and change. There wasn't like no $1.99. These are like $5 ones or something. It was like, okay. So I gotta like now stop buying games and try to work on my backlog because, not for nothing, I was looking at the books there and I was like, wow, spent a lot of money and it's only vacation day 3. Only third day vacation. So what am I going to do for the other 4, right? So that's all. The one thing is I don't want to run out of money, because I still got to go next week to work. So I got to have money for work, because I don't get paid every 2 weeks. Sucks. Really sucks. So, but these games don't stop. They come out all the time. I bought this one game called Silenced the House. I guess it's a visual novel. All right. Wasn't really crazy about it. So they're coming out with, the jumping games, of course, the Jumping Bagel Turbo. All right. And then they had like, I bought the Journey games, which is the car, okay. In between, I'm playing my Mahjong stuff because I just like, for some reason, the Mahjong games. Even though it's crazy titles like the Pretty Girls Mahjong. I don't even pay attention, honestly, to that. I just like playing the Mahjong and listening to the weird music. It just calms me. So in between getting these quick platinums, I'm playing Mahjong. I was playing Resident Evil, the regular Resident Evil. So I would play Resident Evil. I would play like the cheapy quick games, I call them instant platinums, and then go back to the Mahjong. somewhere in between and go back to A-list games again, because I want to go back to Resident Evil, the first one. And I have to go to GameStop. So another gripe I have is they closed all the friggin' GameStops everywhere near me. There used to be one down the block. There used to be one, you know, in the next town, and then the next town. No, now I got to go all the way to the mall, the other side of the island, to go to GameStop to get my $5 rewards. Now, this is where it defeats the purpose now, because, you know, you pay for membership and stuff like that, right? But if you got to spend more money to go to the place, then the $5, it kind of defeats the purpose. Unless, of course, you're going there for a purpose. And the GameStop credit card is still not my favorite credit card anymore. Ever since what they did, I'm still wanting to get rid of that card. And I feel like kind of disappointed that this company is closing stores left and right. So it makes me wonder if I'm going to even renew my membership, because I just don't, I don't like it that I have to constantly travel now every month to get this freaking rewards thing. So to me, I think when my membership lapses, I'm not going to do it, because I don't think GameStop's going to reopen. They said they're going to reopen over here. I doubt it. I doubt it. I think GameStop's going to be extinct, honestly. But we'll see. So I think I'm not going to renew my GameStop membership. I think the first card I do pay off is the GameStop credit card, and I get rid of it. And I'll be celebrating that day, because they burned me. They got a lot of money out of me wrongfully, you know. And I think I said that in a video. So that is on the agenda of the first card to get paid off and get rid of. And I'm actually going to get rid of, I think, the GameStop card. I'm not going to. My friends are like, no, keep it. No, I think I'm flat out going to get rid of it, even though it affects my credit. I just don't want to have it anymore. I want it to show, boom, it's done and out of the way. But there is other reasons I want to go to the mall, of course. Krispy Kreme is right there. You got these comic book themed places. They're not, I don't really consider them comic book stores. I feel them comic book variety stores, I guess. And they have like cool apparel and cool knickknacks, like a Spider-Man backpack and weird shit that I like. So I might go there for that. I might go there, Hot Topic, see if there's any Doctor Who stuff, which I doubt. And also see if there's any Godzilla items, like the cute freaking little Godzilla thing that I bought. Bank. I do want to get pizza from a different place. I think Round Pie opened up, but the other direction, which I may get this week. But as far as the mall goes, I think, what else is there I want to go to? Barnes & Noble, they have my books. I want to start talking to Barnes & Noble again, because what happened was I got a bad rap with the last book being in lockdown. It was released, it was in some of the stores, and then in lockdown, and nobody could buy it. And then when the lockdown was lifted, it was kind of like the book was hurt. It's like almost as if the book was a person and somebody beat the shit out of it, because like they condemned the book but not rectified that it was locked down, that nobody can visually see it in the store to buy it, you know. And I'm not a well-known author where, you know, you see my name in big letters. No. So you have to go to the store, and if it catches your eye, maybe you'll buy it, right? So I'm getting resistance from booksellers about the new book, like they don't want to carry it. And they use the excuse of, oh, well, like it was in lockdown, so nobody could buy it. So I got to start networking and figuring out, because we've never had this situation before with the pandemic. So you can't blame the book because of the pandemic, and they got to have some way to understand, but they don't. So the choice it seems like I have is, I'm being told that in order to promote the last book, I need to have something new with my name attached to it, a new book, promote the new book, and try to slip in the old book, like, hey, get that too. If you want to get the new book, get that too. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's ridiculous. Ridiculous. So, like, I'll call and they'll be like, oh, no, it's print on demand. I'm like, they're all self-publishing. Oh, but this one sells. Okay, Promise Dream sells, thank you. And Lost Away sells. Okay, that sells. But they're all the same. They're not, it's not like, you know, so why don't you just carry it? So I have a problem with Twist of Hate. They don't want to carry it. It got screwed over by the pandemic. And it's a good book. I worked my heart out to it, you know, like I always do, but I don't know, I have to find a way to promote that book, even though it's like 2 years old now, but so is the damn pandemic, really, right? I mean, it's just like ridiculous. Such bad timing. I didn't know. I thought, I'm like, oh, and then freaking I release it, and then the next day, boom, it's like lockdown. Jesus Christ. Jesus. So I lost thousands of dollars. But I don't blame the property. I don't blame the book. I don't blame the item. I blame the situation. And they should understand, you know. So this one time, I'm going to be like, ignore that situation. I'm be like, no, I'm going to continually do books. And it's not that fault. It was a freak thing that happened, you know. And I'm going to keep going with the next installment or the next whatever series, you know, whatever I decide. And try to somehow bring life to this book that got thrown out in the cold. Twists of Hate. And that's the thing, is like, I want to do a book, but then I know how expensive it's going to be. And it's going to interfere with the gaming. And I know that. And I know I can't do both. And it frustrates me because, you know, my life is consisted of a whole bunch of different aspects. Like, and my fans don't understand, some of them don't understand that. Like, some of them see me as a YouTuber. Some of them see me as a podcaster. Some of them see me as an author. But some now, they don't understand the gaming aspect. They're like, well, that's not you. You haven't done that before. Well, if you really knew me, it is, because I've always been part of the gaming generation. My generation is the gaming generation, was introduced to Atari 2600 and all this stuff. We started the gaming generation. I was a child. I was small. And these gaming systems came out for the first time. So even though as an adult I had children and I kind of focused on being a dad instead of being, you know, selfish and whatever, and I just was just like, I'm a dad and I'm going to be a dad and they're going to play the games. Once they grew up and they were out of the house, basically, boom, I'm back into what I did before, is the gaming. So gaming has always been a part of my life. Even when it wasn't, it was like I bought the kids' games, you know, so it's only natural to go back to doing what you did before. So a lot of my fans are not understanding about this whole gaming concept. Like, we've never seen this aspect of you before. Well, now you do. And they're like, some of them want me to be done with it. They don't want me to do. They think it's taken away from the podcast, taken away. Well, it is, and videos, but, you know, how much could you do, you know? And you could always say, I could joke around, I could say on Twitter, oh, I could do everything. I'm MatrixVlog. No, you can't. Like, there is, you know, right now I look like a Little Red Riding Hood. Yeah. Why? Because I'm, like, in gaming mode, and I'm cold. So I'm like, oh, I'm just going to play games in my house on vacation. It's cold outside. Ooh. I need to go out because, like, my fingers are, like, killing me. But especially that game, the Stroke the Fish game. You press the button 2,000 times, like Mayo game. My God, my fingers are probably, like, swollen and shit playing. I 74 platinums in 2 days. I'm kind of annoyed with it. I kind of like want to put it to the side, but I don't want it because now I got word from my friend Unknown on Twitter. He DM'd me. He's like, listen, bro, you know, tell me, because I asked him. He's like, you just need 13 platinums, and if that guy doesn't get any more than that, you beat him, and then you got the 16th rank, which is exciting. It's like, wow, because I just got 17th rank. So on one hand, I want the 16th rank, but I want to get the F out of the house. because I feel like I'm getting stir crazy. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out for a little while, but I will be back and I'll be gaming later. So hope you enjoyed this long vlog. Have a great day. Take care. Bye for now.